actually going to be making a video and talking about books today. So that is very exciting because I don't think I've done that in a really long time. I don't usually make TBR videos, but I thought I would make a June TBR because I am so behind on my Goodreads reading goals that it's getting a little bit scary and I'm starting to be stressed out. So we are going to talk about some of the books that I want to read in the month of June, and hopefully this will jumpstart a better half of 2019 where I actually get to read stuff and get to participate in the book community, because I do miss that a lot, and that's one of the things that I feel like has been the biggest struggle for me this past semester, was just actually reading enough that I could be part of the community. So yeah, something that I'm going to do a little bit differently with this TBR is I'm going to kind of construct it through challenges. So for example, during readathons, there's usually like a list of challenges and people pick books that fit that. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I do have a couple of books already picked out that do fit these challenges that I want to read, but the whole point of this is to kind of give me some guidelines of things that I'm currently feeling that I want to read, and then go find books that fit that category. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. So the first reading challenge that I have is to buddy read a book, and I am really excited for this. So I'm doing a buddy read with Kristina, who's one of my friends here on BookTube. I'll leave her channel down below. She's one of the sweetest people ever. She reached out to me a couple months ago to do a buddy read, but because of school we decided to push it until June, and I'm so excited that it's actually happening. So we are going to be reading Strange the Dreamer by Laini Taylor. I just bought this and I'm so excited. I have already started it, so I'm doing good in terms of actually reading. I'm on page 56 right now, and by the end of this week we will have to have read the first 17 chapters, and then consecutively. That's marked right here. So I'm super excited for this, and to just be able to talk to her about what I think. I also find it really cool. I think I really appreciate the internet in this sense, because Kristina's in Italy, which is a 6-hour time difference from where I am on the east coast of the US. So it's just really cool that we can kind of through the internet be able to read a book at the same time and talk about it. I'm just really excited, and I hope I really like this because I've heard a lot of good things. I don't actually know what this book is about, hence why I haven't actually given a full in-depth summary. I know it's about Laszlo Strange, and I know it's about a city called Weep, and that's pretty much all I know. So I haven't really looked at the synopsis in full either, even though I have the book. I'm just kind of going into it blind, so I will let you know what I think. The next challenge that I have is to read a book by an Asian author. So I definitely missed out on the Asian readathon that BookTube was hosting in May because of finals, and just it was really stressful and crazy. So I want to kind of make up for that and intentionally read some books by Asian authors. So one that I started reading in May that I didn't finish yet is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I have the dust jacket, but it's over there. I am about more than halfway done, so I am almost finished with this. Not almost, I'm on page 299 right now, but we're this much through, and so far it is good. I feel like I haven't really fallen into the world yet, and it could be because I have been reading it in snippets and just not really sitting down and being able to read it, so that might be the cause of my problem, but we will see. It is really good so far. For those of you who don't know what this book is about, it takes place in a fantastical China setting during the Opium War. Our characters are currently in the aftermath of the second Poppy War, and there's the third Poppy War is brewing. So our main character Runin tests into this prestigious military academy where she's supposed to train to join the military and whatever, but because of the brewing war, stuff happens and it's crazy. I am really enjoying it so far. It's just, it hasn't fully gripped me yet, but I'm sure it will. So I'm really excited to finish this one. I do have other books in mind, but I'm not going to go into those, but that is just kind of an overall category and a book that I already have picked out for that. The next category that I have is to read a sequel, and again I have multiple books picked out for this because I have a wonderful habit of starting series and not finishing them. So the one that I do have on my mind is The Crown's Fate by Evelyn Skye, which I have not read yet. I am very much on the fence because it's been so long since I've read The Crown's Game, and because it wasn't super impactful, I just don't have a whole ton of interest. But I did buy the book, so I do want to read it, and I'm going to try to get through that in June. So a quick summary, if you don't know, The Crown's Game, the first book, this is the sequel. It takes place in Imperial Russia, where the Tsar has called the the Crowns game, which is basically this duel between two magicians, and they duel it out to kind of impress the king, so that he chooses a magician at the end to kind of like be his advisor, and then the loser dies, basically. So this is the aftermath of what happened in the first book. So the last challenge that I have is to read a library book, and the reason why I put this challenge in is because during the school year I don't typically get the chance to visit the library, just because I don't have a car, so it's hard to get to and from the library and stuff. But now that I'm home, the library is literally 10 steps away after you go out that way. I do want to go to the library and visit, and I really like going and just kind of seeing what books grab my attention. It could be something that I've heard a lot on BookTube or something that I haven't heard of, and just picking it up and reading it. So I just thought I'd throw that challenge on here, at least for the month that I am home, to kind of get me to going to the library and seeing what books I can find there, and if it will kind of help me get back into the reading game. So those are the 4 challenges that I have for the month of June, as well as some of the books that I already kind of have established on my TBR. I hope I'm able to read these. I really, really do. I think I counted my number of books that I read so far this year. I read 17 books so far in 2019, which is terrifying to me because I think my Goodreads goal is 65. So I have a whole ton of catching up to do, and it stresses me out. I'm very, very close to just admitting defeat, but we're not going to do that. We're going to try to read and get back into the reading game. I'm actually fine if I don't end up reading 65 books. I just want to read. I miss reading so much because school has honestly just been a pain. So yes, let me know what books you all are planning to read in the month of June. I hope your reading year has been going better than mine has. And if you have any books that kind of fit these categories or challenges, I've been using those words interchangeably, but if you have any books that you would like to recommend that fit these challenges, please let me know in the comments, and I would love to take them into consideration. So thank you so much for watching. I hope I will actually edit this video and you guys will see it. And until the next time I see you guys, don't forget to stay caffeinated, eat some chocolate, and I will talk to you guys when I talk to you guys. Bye. Wow.